Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Vaughn, and today in this video, y'all, I'm basically gonna be doing a Q&A on being a type 1 diabetic. I know some of y'all have some questions to ask me pertaining to being a diabetic, and I was like, you know what, let me just make a video and just, answer the questions that I can answer for y'all. I hope that this video is informative to anybody that comes across this video. Whether you're a diabetic, you know somebody who's a diabetic, or you just want to know some things, yes, I hope this video is informative, and if it is, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if I missed out some questions that you basically wanted to ask, or some questions I didn't get to, just comment it down in the comment section, and I'll make like a part 2 to this video, and I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Before we get into this video, y'all, let me just say that I'm not a medical professional or none of that shit, y'all. This is just me, my life, and then I'm just answering questions based off of me being a diabetic. I am not a medical professional at all, so do not take this video as if I am one, okay? Just be like, okay, well, that's my friend from YouTube. She said, you can just take my advice, but I'm not a medical professional at all. All right, now we could get into the video. So the first question is, how long you been a diabetic? Y'all, so I've been a diabetic from November of 2019. So if you do the math, I believe this year, 2024, will make it like 5 years. So yeah, the ending of this year will make it 5 years. The next question is, can you still eat sweets at all? Yeah, I can eat sweets, but like the way I do it is like, I don't just have a sweet tooth and just go to sweets. Like, that's not good for me at all. So that's what got me, that's what made me become a diabetic. The way I was eating a whole bunch of junk food. Like, I wasn't eating healthy at all. And yeah, so let me just say, like, the way I eat sweets, like, I know how to take it. So let's just say, for example, if my sugar is dropping, then I'll go to sweets. Now, if my sugar is not dropping and I want something sweet, like I want a honey bun or something like that, I'm just using this as an example, and I want a honey bun, y'all, I would be active, I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't do a full course workout, no, but I would be active, to get my sugar to drop down a little bit. And once it drops down a little bit, then that's when I was gonna be like, okay, well, let me go get that honey bun that I wanted. I'm sorry, y'all. My baby started fussing up, so I had to stop, be a mom. But yeah, it's her nap time, so I'm about to put her to sleep. But I'm gonna just finish recording this video while I'm doing that. So yeah, don't mind. But yeah, the next question is, how often do you have to check your sugar? Y'all, I don't really have to check my sugar all the time. Like, before, I was checking it like maybe 4 to 6 times a day, which is annoying because that shit hurt, number one. And number two, I check my sugar depending on what I'm eating. So like, if I know I'm about to eat, let's just say, for example, if I know I'm about to eat a plate of food and it got like collard greens, a salad, and maybe like a cup of rice on there, I would check my sugar. Like, I probably would check my sugar. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, I won't check my sugar because it's a cup of rice. That's really the only carb, so that's really the only thing that will get my sugar to go up. So, but I know, like, I've been doing this for a while now, so I know, like, if I have a cup of rice, how high it will make my sugar go, so I really wouldn't check my sugar. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I won't check my sugar. Now, if I'm eating, let's just say, this is not what I normally eat, but if I'm eating something like a plate with 2 hot dogs with hot dog buns on it, like let's say some mashed potatoes, a salad, and some chicken, I would check my sugar, of course, because first of all, I'm eating 2 hot dogs with hot dog buns. The bread itself, that's already carbs, and then, the mashed potatoes is carbs too. So I would definitely check my sugar after that meal. And of course, I would expect it to be up a little bit, because look how much carbs that is, Of course, it's gonna get my sugar to go up. So that's really when I would check my sugar. But I know how to eat now, so it's like, I don't really be checking it all the time because I know. Okay, the next question is, how do you deal with being a diabetic mentally? Y'all, okay, this question by far has to be one of maybe my favorite questions, and let me tell you why. First of all, a lot of people don't understand that being a diabetic, it could really fuck with your mental. Like, it could, excuse my language, baby, it could really mess with your mental. And there was a couple times, like, I just wanted to give up, and I was like, of course, this was before I became a mom, but I wanted to just give up because it was just so much. Like, it's just a lot to deal with mentally, physically, emotionally. It's a lot to deal with, and a lot of people don't understand that. I feel like people really understand it if they're a diabetic, or if they have somebody, a loved one basically, who's a diabetic, then they'll kind of understand a little bit more. But other than that, a lot of people don't understand what we go through. It's a lot, and it do mess with your mental. And it took me a while to get everything down packed. And when I say a while, I'm talking about maybe 3.5 years. It took me a while because I was just so overwhelmed. And I'm every day, almost every day, I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, I really got diabetes. Like, I really got diabetes. Like, how am I going to live my life being a diabetic? But, you know, I started having, you know, talks with myself and stuff like that, pep talks, telling myself, like, you got this, girl, you could do it. Like, you could do it. It's not the end of the world. You know, it's not the end of the world, but you can do it. And, you know, I look at me now, 5 years in, I'm doing it. So, if there is anybody who is a diabetic, I hope that you have the right support system around you, you know, and, if you don't, and you need somebody to talk to, you can contact me. You can hit me up. Like, I'm here because I know how it feels to feel like you in it by yourself and like you alone. I know how it feels. It's not a good feeling at all, you know? So, yeah. If you feel like you need somebody to talk to, listen, talk to me. I ain't gonna say I don't judge. I be trying not to judge people. But when it comes to that, you know, I know that's a sensitive topic. I don't judge when it comes to that. Now, listen here. I will judge if you, let me tell you, if you cheating, I know this is random, but if you cheating on your partner and you out here, well, I'm a judge. I'm like, oh shit, you doing too much. Like, I'm a judge. But when it comes to being a diabetic, I do not judge because I know you shouldn't be judging at all, but I'm just being honest. I don't judge when it comes to that. The next question is, if you're a type 1 diabetic, does your body produce insulin at all? No, my body don't. My body produces little to no insulin at all. That is why I have to take insulin. Little to none. The next question is, are there any pros to being a diabetic? Honestly, this is a funny question. Honestly, I will say to me, the pro about being a diabetic is that it teaches you how to eat healthy. We all should be eating healthy. But like, you know, being a diabetic, it made me eat healthy. Like, I never used to watch my carb intake. I didn't care about none of that shit. Let me tell you something. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. And that's normally what we do. That's normally what humans do. We hungry, we just gonna eat. There are people that watch their carb intake and all of that and the calories. I was never that type of person. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. That's how I was raised, you feel me? So I just be eating. And I noticed that's not the way that you're supposed to be eating, you know? You got to watch what you eat so you can be healthy. And I'm trying to live a long life. Like, I'm trying to live for as long as I can. So, yeah, I would say the pro to being a diabetic is that you, especially if you're getting the help that you need, you realize that you're supposed to eat healthy and how you're supposed to be eating. So really, you're not damaging your body. In a way, you're really taking care of yourself the way you're supposed to. Okay, so and the last question is, what do you dislike the most about being a diabetic? What do I dislike the most about being a diabetic? Being a diabetic. Who want to be a diabetic? Not me. But yeah, that's really what I dislike the most. When the effects of when my sugar drops. I'm not gonna say all diabetics experience the same thing, but I know because I've spoken to a couple and they didn't experience the same symptoms as I do when my sugar drops, but it was similar symptoms. But I want to say the symptoms of when my sugar drops, I do not like that. There are a couple symptoms, you know. Everybody don't experience the same exact ones, but the ones that I experience, I don't like. And if you want to know, what is it? Let's see. My hand shakes. That's like the number one. My hand shakes, and I don't like that. But yeah, my hand starts to shake. I get so hot, y'all. I'm not a person. I've never gotten sweaty. Like, all my life, I've never been the type of person to sweat OD and just sweat. But when my sugar's low, I do get real hot. Even if it's like I'm in the snow. It's weird, but I get like, I'll start sweating, like having sweat literally down my back. That's the crazy part. And, you know, on my forehead and stuff. And I was never that type of person. Like, I never sweat like that. But with being a diabetic and when my sugar drops, that's what happens. Like, I'll start sweating a lot. I'll get real hot. And then if I treat it, like, you know, drink a cup of juice to get my sugar back up, or eat some candy or have a sweet, my body temperature will go back to regular. But yeah, what else? I would say confusion. You get confused, but that only happens when, like, well, for me, that only happens like if my sugar drops way too low, and if I do not get nothing to treat it, then confusion happens. But other than that, I don't really get confused like that. What else? My mouth would get a little numb. Yeah, that's weird. My mouth would get a little numb. That didn't always happen to me. That one recently started, but not recently started. I won't even say recently, but that one in the very beginning, it didn't just start happening to me. It started happening to me maybe like 2 years into becoming a diabetic. And I believe there's one more. I can't get it. There's one more, y'all, but I can't remember. But basically, those are just, you know, some of the stuff that happens when your sugar drops, and I don't like that. So I would probably say that would be like what I dislike the most about being a diabetic, besides the fact of being a diabetic. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you, well, if you watch this video all the way to the end, I hope you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join our YouTube family, because it's only gonna be growing from here. We are now at 97 subscribers. We lost one because we was at 98, and I think that's because I wasn't posting, because I think my last video was 2 weeks ago. And y'all, I'm sorry, but let me tell you something. I'm a mom, I work, I'm in school, like I be trying to have a livelihood. It's a lot to maintain. It's not impossible, but it's a lot to maintain, so just bear with me. I be trying to post as often as I can, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all, when my baby is sleeping, I be trying to get as much work done as I can, but then at the same time, I'm tired too. Like, I gotta get my nap in too. But you know, if you know, you know. So yeah, but I hope you like this video. And comment down in the comment section if you can relate, or if you know, have some questions that you would like to be answered in my next video, and I'll try to answer it for y'all. And yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all. Damn, I gotta put her down. I'm thinking, should I eat first, or should I get me a nap in? Shit, I'm trying to gain my weight back, y'all. I'm about to go eat.